haven't made you one. I just thought you might have brought your own. So there we go. Cheers.
The brew. But if I did that and it's cold tea, it just looks like you're trying to promote your town. You're just trying to hard, aren't you?
Yeah, that's it. How are you?
Yeah, good. It's I just think it's really weird, because don't you feel guilty if you're taking your positives out of this time?
I know, but you have to. I think that's what's getting everyone through. You've got to look for the positives in it, because otherwise you can get yourself down. And there's too much negativity going around because of the situation. I think it's good to be looking to the positives. But then, yes, there's that guilt that some people don't experience it.
Yeah, and I honestly spent the entirety of yesterday really bizarrely, like, talking to friends who, like, a couple of years back, I wrote the book, and I said, as cathartic as it was, whenever do you ever get the chance to sit down and think about yourself that much? You know, and you don't. And people have had this time. And now they're coming out of it. It's really bizarre that people are kind of asking themselves fundamental, massively, big questions about lifestyle choices. And is this the job I want to go back to?
Have you just think about everything? Are you kind of looking at everything going, oh, right, let me reassess now that I'm in lockdown?
Well, whenever would you have, 2 months to sit by? I love that thing, like, there's lots of people who've been going, almost like I've always been the breadwinner, and now I've actually spent quality time with my family. It's an interesting time, and I think there's going to be a psychological fallout from it, without being too deep. Explaining to children and the different age gaps of children, going, it's great to get a day off school, isn't it, because it's snowing.
Yeah.
Months in, they're missing their friends. They are desperately missing the lifestyle that they might quite often bemoan. You know what I mean? It's strange times, I think, is the only phrase I can. Yeah. It's been strange times for all of us, and hard times, and it just. Parts of it I'm grateful for, parts of it I'm gutted for. There are people who've gone through stuff that I can't begin to imagine, but I think I'm okay. And in a way, I think I'm better for the time we've had.
Have you been healthy throughout? You haven't had any? No.
We've been shocking. I went right back on the cheese.
This is it, like what we could have all done. We could have all gone into lockdown and gone, brilliant. We've got 2-3 months to diet, get fit. How many people have actually done that?
To my left there is still, the things you buy in the 80s, the workout, and you go, and it's still unused. You've been home for 2 months.
And you've just said we've had all this time just sitting at home.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, but that's the bit you can't beat yourself up over, is it? Where you go, do you know what I'm going to do? And then 2 months in, you go, didn't do it.
Do you think, how many people will look back at this time and go, do you know what, if we were to do it all again, whoa, I'd do it different.
Oh, what would I, yeah. I'll tell you what's been great, though. The one thing that has been really good, and I have shared a bit on social media, is I have a room that basically contains my life. And because I'm in London with my son, or I'm, you know what I mean? I'm away at work, and because he came and we self-isolated up here, my life for the last 10, 15 years has been in boxes. And I've got out old photographs, and I've been framing them, and I've been putting them up around the house. And it's been a really cathartic experience of mourning. And I lost my mum before Christmas, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you put up a photo and you can walk past it and smile. It's been, like I said, I feel guilty. It's been really helpful for that. And the house has started to look lived in, rather than a poorly furnished show home.
That's what happened. And I was sorry to hear about your mum, by the way. I know that just happened before.
Oh no, thank you. I know, and it's a weird one, isn't it? Because you don't want to bang on about it, but it was a big thing. I mean, we were very close.
Yeah.
But it's a really important day when you walk past that picture and you actually look at it. Because I was walking past pictures that I wouldn't look at, and I think I was angry.
You know, that's such a good way of looking at it, because we all, I mean, God, I've got loads of photos up behind me. They've all been there for years, because I'm like, oh, I haven't got a photo that size to replace it with. And you stop looking at them after a while. It's true, you should put photos that you're going to stop and look at.
Yeah, it's made. There's a part of the house and you go, how many, you get these mathematicians that go, how many miles have I done walking down this particular corridor in the house with nothing to look at? And now I kind of amble down it and I look at the pictures I've put up and I think about the pictures I'm going to put up. I'm a little bit OCD. And in a way, that's helped me over that. Because you're going, just get them on the wall. Stop thinking about, what if I put that picture up and is it wrong place? Something bad will happen to someone I love.
And so
getting them up and you go, get them up, enjoy them, appreciate them.
So as a comedian at this time, is this a good time to get new material, or is it too much start time?
If I'm really honest, I haven't thought about it. Okay. That's what's been really good for me. I haven't thought about work. There's been bigger issues, and actually taking time away from work. I'm really taking time away from it. It's just been really good for me.
Yeah. Were you meant to have a really busy summer? Was it going to be?
Yeah, I had loads of live work booked in, and obviously that was wiped out. It's a strange time now that obviously production companies, when can we start shooting? And you're going, if I'm completely honest, I'm in no great rush to get back to. And creative. I had a very interesting conversation with somebody going, oh, we can shoot this if we do it safe distance. And you go, yeah, but if you've written certain scenes, they won't look right if you shoot it at safe distance. I think what it is, I'm in no desperate rush to be on telly.
Yeah.
He lies. Next week, I don't know if I'm allowed to announce it, but I'm doing a certain show about people where they sit down and watch telly.
Oh, are you? Are you doing that?
You don't say it. Don't say it. You'll get me in trouble. But I'm doing that.
Who are you doing it with? Who are you with?
My best mate, Bev.
Right.
Best
so
friend.
One side of the sofa and the other one's the other side of the sofa.
Yeah, 2 sofas. I've got a nest of tables I've got to put up, to make it look less like a show home and more
Do you watch a lot of telly then?
Do you think if I like a drama, I get to the point where I'm so emotionally involved with it that if I leave it a couple of weeks ago, it's almost like I've got to get myself in the right. Because Peaky Blinders.
How's your Brummie accent?
I absolutely don't. My Brummie accent's terrible, but I once went for an audition to play Oliver Hardy and somehow turned him into a Brummie. Even though I can't do Brummie. And I was like, why don't you do something to help me? The director was going, right, should we take another run at that? And you're like, I don't think there's...
Oh,
I have to accept I have the same range as Sean Connery.
He did well. Come on, he's done pretty well.
I know. Where's my drama when I play a Russian submarine commander?
Wait, listen, hell is
right,
that?
lads, we're going off to that part of America, and we'll go up to.
I love that.
I'm going to kidnap this submarine.
I'd love to see you in one of these big long shows. Can you do? How's your deep South accent if you were to go and audition for the Ozarks?
Well, that is, I have promised myself. And you see, it's all this stuff. If I had time, I'd love to go for voice coaching just to see if I was like, hey there. Like years ago, I lost out on the Lord of the Rings, didn't I?
What? I didn't know that.
Oh, no, I've told this story so many times. So I won't do it. But
who would you just tell me who you went for?
Sam Ganji.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I read for Peter Jackson. And again, he took his glasses off at the end and did that, and I didn't read the body language that he was so disappointed in how I read. But had I have known that he wanted a oh no, Mr. Frodo, you can't be having the thing down there with the...
I think he was probably doing that. He's got another role in mind for you. It's just not happened yet.
Yeah, no, I did. I read it as PSA. And then he's going, you're not going to go down there with that ring, are you? And yeah, it was and it was a green screen thing, which I'd never experienced.
Yeah.
So he's going, the giant spider attacking you, what do you do? And I went, get off. So it was all that kind of, and it was the first casting I'd ever gone for.
Oh, wow. But you know what? Look, all these things make for great stories, don't they?
They do. And do you know what was lovely? I didn't get that, but my first ever acting job, like proper, was Happiness.
Oh, was it?
And it was Paul Whitehouse. And do you know what? You couldn't work with nicer people. It was like the best introduction to doing it.
Yeah.
If I'd have got the role in that, I'd have been out with debt. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't have known. But on that one, I just got to work with a bunch of folk where you're going, this is lovely, this acting like, isn't it? You know when people are nice and that. It was. I came away from it going, I think my life's better for having done this, for all the success that you might have got from doing that.
But it's quite funny to think of you feeling out of your depth, because looking at you, you'd think, oh, there he is, he's very confident, he'll crack a funny if he's feeling a bit kind of nervous. But do you get nervous when you're in these kind of situations?
Always. And I'm socially nervous, and I'm aware of it more when I get older. And Stephen Fry was advertising of Mind, and this is what I mean, is like, there's going to be quite a kind of emotional hangover at the end of all this, you know. And I'm trying to be mindful to go, if you need to, go and speak to someone, because there's been a lot of time to think about, you know, stuff going on in relationships and this, that, the other. And it's, I have an alter ego, but I have to remind myself, why do I have an alter ego? Because me personally, I'm not a confrontational person. I'm an observer, and it is Johnny that goes out and does the, you know, will meet stuff head on and be unapologetic. But by nature, I'm the complete opposite.
But that's
I like to be on the periphery. That was you know, the way this thing often, like, say to friends, is like, the first time the PG ads came out, it was the first time that I was properly recognised in the street, when I thought, have we met before? Because somebody looked at me twice.
No, no.
And I find it, no, well, and what was really sort of, I had to get to grips with the stand-up was, I was so used to people watching, and then the first time you go into a pub and people are watching you, the tone changed. You know what I mean? And you didn't have that opportunity to see people just being themselves.
Yeah. And
I think in comedy or anything, if you grew up appreciating stuff like Ken Loach's films, where you go, it's not necessarily a gag, but it's funny. And you know that northern thing about humour can get you through the bleakest of times.
Yeah.
And the classic, if I didn't laugh at this, I'd cry. And I used to love watching people just being themselves in conversations. And then suddenly when they were like, do you mind if we sit with you? You're going, does it sound weird to go, do you mind if you just stay where you are and let me listen to this conversation you're having about planning your wedding? Because it's inadvertently hilarious. And I don't want to send you up, but it's just great. It's moments in time.
I love what you've done, though, because you've got involved with this amazing new project, which is raising money for the NHS as well. You've lent your voice, haven't you?
I have lent my voice to a book from an ex-college mate.
Oh, really?
Yeah, his wife illustrated it. And it's a lovely, I think it's one of them, I think this has been really particularly tough on preschool kids, you know what I mean? The world's changed, and you try and explain it. If you tell them of a virus, then they can end up terrified about something that isn't. You know, why can't I see my friends? It's completely illogical.
Yeah.
So the book, The Rainbow Fairy, it was a lovely way of going. What we're doing for the right reasons, and we will come through it. Do you know what I mean? And it will be fine. And just giving them, I suppose, a reference point.
Yeah.
And it's a book, and obviously money's going towards NHS charities, which is great.
It's been lovely chatting to you. Really nice to see you.
It is. Thank you for highlighting the book. You know what?
Oh no, it's great. And can I just say the website for everyone? It is hopetherainbowfairy.com. It's as simple as that. hopetherainbowfairy.com.
It's in its I think it's third print run now.
Oh my goodness, it's amazing. And all the proceeds are going to the NHS charity.
Yeah, and it's beautifully illustrated. And it genuinely is. I'm not, look, I don't get out of it. But as a plug, I honestly, it's a great story to help them process. You know what I mean? This whole thing of how important it is to stay home, stay safe.
You're right. Those little children, I mean, it's really confusing for them. So that it's anything that can help and make it a little bit more comprehensible is better, a little bit easier to understand.
Yeah, definitely. So thank you.
Thank you. And I hope I get to see you soon. Enjoy your time. Certainly sounds like you've been keeping very busy, doing amazing things and making a difference in your community. And well, I look forward to seeing you whenever it is.
I've also been having one hell of a midlife crisis because I've managed to locate myself a Star Wars pinball machine.
Wow. I love it when you buy random stuff at this time.
Well, I haven't bought it. I've borrowed it.
Okay.
But if you could just drop the hint to my family that I am turning 50 and I never ask for much.
What a great present that would be.
But if they want to buy it on my behalf, I wouldn't be against it.
Send them a copy of this interview and then tell them to watch.
I'll message it, tag everyone in on it. You know, you're going, well, there's a hint of ever I heard one.
Good luck, and look, hopefully I'll see you, but happy birthday for September, and good luck. Enjoy the rest of lockdown.
Lovely chatting. Listen, stay safe.